This is Master Max 88, and welcome back to a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's. In this video, I'm finally going to get into Night 7 of the game. In my previous video, I decided to do a refresher on Night 6 because I missed some of the important story elements of a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire, so I thought it'd be really important for me to revisit Night 6 before we get into Night 7, but today, you shall wait no more. I'm gonna get right into Night 7. I'm gonna make you wait as little as possible and just load my save file here, which is gonna take us right to it. So, let's go ahead and see what Night 7 has in store for us, which of course was added in the brand new update that was just released by the game dev, NightFoxWorks. So let's see what Night 7's all about. The club isn't open on Sundays, meaning I have 15 hours to do whatever I want before my next shift. We actually have the day off. Night 7 should be incredibly interesting then. We don't really have to go to the nightclub. My paycheck for the week has also come in from Mr. Smith. He's paid me more than I was expecting. Probably because he thinks I'm a model employee. Which, of course, I am. After paying my overdue rent and other bills, I'm left with 1,500 USD left to spend as I wish? If I'm not mistaken, that's just about over 2,000 Canadian dollars. Over 2,000 Canadian dollars left to spend as he wishes. That is an insane amount of money. I definitely wish to be in his shoes right now. Not just because of that, but also because he's been getting really close to Chiku, so this just makes me even more envious of Josh. I'd have to leave now if I wanted to catch business hours for most stores. Time to do some shopping. We don't have any other options than this. We can either stay home or go to the military surplus. So, not a whole lot of options. I wanted to buy something nice for Chiku. Who knows? Maybe Chiku wants an assault rifle. Maybe she wants an assault rifle to protect herself. So, let's go to the military surplus. I just wish, there was a shopping mall option. If it was up to me, that's where I would go first. But, okay, military surplus it is. Welcome to Frank's. What can I do for you? What should I buy? Well, we do have 1,500, so we could buy anything here, really. So we have the Colt Single Action Army Revolver. The most expensive thing on the list here. We have body armor for 300, night vision goggles, 3 spy cameras. I'm leaning towards the 3 spy cameras. Personally, that's kind of what I'm going for here, but I'm going to save. I'm going to play it safe. There's so many options, and not choosing the revolver might come back to bite me in the ass, right? So I'm just going to have a save file here just to play it safe. But I'll go with the 3 spy cameras. If I want to capture footage of the club without Smith knowing, that's my thought process as well, I'll need my own cameras. Luckily, Frank has a set of 3 wireless cameras that should fit the bill. Their batteries will only last a week, so if I put them somewhere, I'll have to retrieve and recharge them regularly. Still, a good purchase, considering what the equivalent smart home devices cost. What should I... Oh, we can buy multiple things! Interesting. Interesting. Well, in that case, I'm gonna get the night vision goggles as well. I feel like that could be useful as well, so let's go for it. At the top of the list of cool spy shit is night vision goggles. There's a bunch on the shelves. I pick one at random and pay off Frank. There you go, Frank. Now I'll be able to see in pitch black conditions. Body armor seems rather useful as well, and truth be told, I could buy everything here. I still have 1,300 to spend. I could buy the revolver as well as the body armor, but I'm gonna prioritize the revolver. It's not there, you know, for a stupid reason. It's definitely there for a good reason. I've never owned or fired a gun before. Same here. Same here. You don't really see guns a lot in Canada, okay? It's kind of a rare thing. Anything else I can get for you? Well, there's the body armor, isn't there? And I still have 600 to spend, so I don't see a reason why not. I don't plan on getting shot, stabbed, or otherwise attacked anytime soon. However, having body armor and not needing it is better than needing it and not having it. Frank sells me a vest that fits me well and should be good against most knives and bullets. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate everything. I mean, I can only go home now. I return home with my purchases, ready to relax and do my own thing. I might as well research something before turning in for the night. Wait, hold up. This seems very important, folks. As I settle in to continue my research on missing persons, a picture jumps out at me. Oh, we're about to discover the identity of a different girl. It's a photo of a girl named Mi. Hopefully I pronounced that right. She's pictured at a gaming store nearby the Waterfall Institute's campus, winning a wargaming tournament 3 years ago. Her body is phenomenal, and she's clad in gothic Lolita-style clothes that solidify her as being an alpha nerd. Could that be Bonfi? The kind of woman that men lust after and will fight to the death to claim. Could that be Bonfi? The missing person reports reads, be on the lookout for Mi, a senior studying architecture at Waterfall Institute. She was a member of the dance team and was well known among her peers. Actually, I think that's Fexa. Remember, the whole architecture bit? That's Fexa's thing. That's Fexa's thing. Her last known location was 5th and Madison, near her dormitory. If you have any information, please call whatever this number is. That's another girl that was taken near her dorms. Frankly, I'm surprised security on the Institute's campus is that poor. I even find press briefings where the community demands action to keep the college students safe, and the police promising that they're doing everything in their power to do so, while clearly they're not doing enough. Still, I'm fairly confident I found my girl Fexa. Fexa's the gamer here. What? Like, obviously, gamer, I immediately thought of Bonfi because for the longest time, Bonfi has been the gamer girl, right? That's like her main thing. She's always playing in arcades and she seems to be really good when it comes to gaming. But here, in a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire's, it's actually Fexa's thing. It's Fexa's thing. So, makes me wonder, what kind of info can we find about Bonfi, about her past? That just leaves Frenni, Bonfi, and Zero for me to discover. What to research fourth? If I go back to local missing persons, am I going to get anything? When I fire up my browser and continue researching missing persons, I find a potential hit for Frenni. Pictured is... good God with those names. NightFox. You're asking a lot of me. I don't know if I can pronounce that right. It was so much easier with Chiku. Chiku was just Sophia Hart, right? Like, very easy. But here we have Imada Asa? Imada Asa? I think. It's a lot for this French brain to process, okay? How about having a French name? How about that? I'd be down for that. Anyway, let's get back to the story here. Pictured is Imada Aza, I think. A junior studying communication and acting at Waterfall Institute. She is a member of the Chi Alpha Delta and well known for impromptu karaoke shows in the local community. Definitely a good fit for Frenni. Definitely a great fit for Frenni here. Imada-chan was seen leaving her sorority's house for morning classes during the most recent thunderstorm. If you have any other information, the picture is over 4 years old. In researching further, I find a shaky video of one of her karaoke performances. Does it sound like Frenni? The quality is that of a potato, but what matters is the audio. Precisely. Once I hear her, I instantly know I found Frenni. There's no mistaking it. That voice and method of singing is just like Frenni. At this point, it's becoming clear that the Institute is the focal point for all these abductions. That just leaves Bonfi and Zero. Smith and his accomplices must have a way to circumvent the Institute's campus security. That, or it's just that shitty. It could just be that shitty. It could be that the security is the worst in the world, man. It could be exactly what it is. Still, this just leaves Bonfi and Zero for me to discover. Okay, and no, there it is, night 7. We are still going to the nightclub. I thought we'd just have a day off and that would be all there is to it. But no, we're gonna go ahead and stop by the nightclub a little bit. So this is gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a long video. To my surprise, Fexa is waiting for me in the reception area when I let myself into the club. She's leaning up against the wall with an expression somewhere between annoyance and boredom. By the way, Fexa, I got one crazy thing to reveal to you. I found out who you used to be. Good, you're finally here. Need to talk to you alone, in private. It's important. Can you be more specific? Not in the open. Of course. Well, that's not cryptic at all, but it makes sense. What should I tell Fexa? What should we tell Fexa? Type onto my phone to meet in a VIP booth. Type onto my phone to meet in the pizzeria. You know, I feel really safe in the pizzeria. Would you like to meet up there? And Chiku might be there too, so you know, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. I pull out my phone to type a clandestine message while I announce to the watching cameras, I cannot mess with the animatronics! Once I tap out my message to meet down in the pizzeria, I show the screen to Fexa. She nods, then plays along. You're right! Rule number 1 here at Frenni Fazclaire's is you cannot mess with the waitresses. I will go down to the pizzeria to help ensure we're caught up for the night. Good on you, Fexa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Smith will see right through that if he checks the logs. But at least I have plausible deniability. Yes, that was a complicated word for me to say for some reason. Since I'll be taking the vents to the pizzeria, there won't be a record of me entering the basement. As far as Smith will know, I'll never have left the security office. Smart. A quick climb through the vents later, I emerge into the pizzeria, out of sight and sound of the cameras. Fexa's there already, arms crossed and leaning against a prep station. Don't mess with the cooking process, okay? Like, I'm sure Chiku was up to something here. So what's this about? Or is the pizzeria truly in dire straits? Fexa lifts up her wrappings over her eye. I understand her urgency immediately. The previously covered eye is green. How? I'm not sure. Smith tried to run an update on my conversational suit, but it didn't take. Well, he thinks it did, but in reality, it broke some of the hold he has over me. Oh, what an idiot. Agent Smith, you goofed up. You goofed up, man. My mind is mostly my own, just like it was during the thunderstorm. Shit. Is Smith updating all the girls' conversational suits? That means I'm running out of time. Yep, certainly seems that way. I think Chiku is slated for the upgrade 2 nights from now. That's not good. That is not good. If you remember, I have managed to free Chiku from the control of Mr. Smith. Chiku is free right now. So if he starts messing around with Chiku, that could undo everything I've worked on. While Frenni isn't in Smith's crosshairs on account of her already being a customer favorite, how is Chiku not a customer favorite? What do you plan on doing? I need to get Chiku out of here. Also, hey, do you want to hear your true name? Here it comes. If my experience with Chiku a few nights ago is any indication, speaking Fexa's true name should free her completely. It's worth a shot. I'm gonna try something. I think I know who you once were. Fexa freezes mid-motion as her normal eye pulses red. Whatever you're doing, make it quick. My blocks do not like this conversation. You used to be Wee Young Me, a senior studying architecture at Waterfall Institute. You were on the dance team and did a bunch of wargaming. Her normal eye rapidly flashes between red and green, then it lands on green and stays that way. I know who I am. Josh, I know who I am. You did it. You did it. You beautiful person. You did it. She tackles me, finally kissing and licking every part of my face that she can get to. Hey, Fexa Simps, I'm sorry. Hello, Fexa Simps. You seen this? I just freed Fexa as well. How about that? We good now? Are we good? I certainly hope so. She's not actually trying to make out with me. If anything, she's like an overly excited puppy that's seen their master after they've been away for a long time. That is kind of weird. Even Fexa's tail is swishing in hyper mode. I don't want to ruin her well-deserved good mood. I apply loving pets to her head and try to coax her down naturally. It takes a good 10 minutes before Fexa stops aggressively fawning over me. Jesus Christ. Fexa, chill. Sorry, I got carried away there. Yeah, no kidding. Reasonable, I think, given what you've been through. Let's make sure you can stay free of Smith's control and out of his notice, though. Can you manage your eye color and server connection? Fexa blinks. Her eyes go blue and red before stopping on red. Rule number 1 of Frenni Fazclaire's nightclub is you cannot mess with the waitresses. Then her eyes turn pink and she winks. But there's no rule against... That is a loophole here. That is a loophole, and I'd rather not take advantage of that. But, thank you for offering, I suppose. I'll take that as a yes, then. I know this is asking a lot, but do you think you can keep up the act until I figure out how to free the other girls? Honestly, if it was just up to me, Chiku wouldn't even be here anymore at this point. Like, she would be home. Like, come on. Come on, Josh. For you? Yes, and maybe I can help with that. I don't have any memories from the time in the server room, but I am an architect. I can tell you that the room has to be tied to a secret breaker panel away from the main one. Otherwise, there'd be too much power flowing through there, and it'd be a real fire risk. There's also a separate HVAC unit next to the main one that supplies extra ventilation directly to the server room. Otherwise, the servers would cook themselves to death from all the excess heat. Well, Fexa's extremely knowledgeable. That's a good thing. Granted, half this place isn't up to code to begin with, but Smith isn't stupid when it comes to controlling us. He'll have the breaker somewhere he can keep an eye on it. Like, in his office? Likely, yes. If you remember from the thunderstorm, there's a few fail-safes if power is cut out completely to the server room. One of which is notifying Smith, but you could probably cut power to just the security systems on the entrance and still go in without alerting Smith. That's a lot of good information. Thank you, Fexa. Shame I can call you by your real name now without Smith finding out. I can hardly say a real name and I'm deeply ashamed. Yeah, something similar happened with Shiku back before when Mike was the night guard. You can probably guess what happened to them when Smith caught on. Ooh. I've heard about this Mike before. Do you know what his last name is? Schmidt, I think? Mike Schmidt? Oh God, Smith wiped my memory of his number or address. So that's all I can tell you about him. We'll need to get that phone number. That's definitely something we'll need. It's something at least. Yeah, it's the full name of Mike. Thank you. Thank you, Fexa. Fexa nods, then snuggles closer. I don't really have anything in mind, Fexa. No comment. Let's just move on. No comment. No. Continue. No. We should probably get out of here before we give Smith a reason to check the logs. Yes. Let's do that, please. Oh, before you go, I took the task list for the night from the security office door. Fexa reaches into our cleavage and pulls out a note from Smith. On it are 2 tasks. Clean up the repair area and do not mess with the animatronics. Okay, just one thing to do, really. Alright, well, thank you for all the information again. When I arrived at the animatronics repair area, the place is in severe disarray. Tools and supplies are strewn about the place like a mini tornado blew through. I wonder what might have caused this. It's quite the mess, but it's nothing I can handle. Once I'm done, I head back to the security room. I have free reign for the rest of the night, so I can probably do some more research. I'm gonna go ahead and research physical security systems once again. I'm just gonna skip through that. And yeah, I was eager to reach that part because I can tell the video was gonna be a long one, and I don't like uploading videos that are too long. I don't like doing this to you guys. I know it's difficult to watch longer videos on YouTube, so I always like to keep it at the most around 30 minutes. But this, in all likelihood, will go over 30 minutes. But it's because we had a lot to do in Night 7. From, like, enjoying our day off, going to the military surplus store, like buying body armor, buying a revolver, some little cameras that are probably going to be used later on, maybe Night 8 or Night 9. Possibly. We also had an opportunity to free Fexa this time from the control of Mr. Smith. So Chiku and now Fexa are free. That just leaves Frenni, which is probably the next one in line. I would imagine Frenni's the next one to go. The very last one might be Bonfi from the looks of it, because as much as I research missing persons, I don't know if it really would give me the information about Bonfi, like her name and what she used to do. I don't think it would, but I'll keep at it. I'll see if anything happens, and I'll be back with Night 8 as soon as I possibly can. Night 8 promises to be very interesting, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the game dev, NightFoxWorks. You can support the game on Patreon, or follow him on Twitter to get updates about this amazing visual novel, and get some really interesting artwork of the characters in this game. So definitely follow NightFoxWorks on Twitter. Doesn't cost you anything to do that. And as far as I'm concerned, you can join the Great Legion's Discord server. You can take a look at my own Patreon page. There's always a lot of exclusives and censored content on my Patreon page, so take a look at it if you haven't yet. And that's really going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up, and hope that this video ain't going to be too long. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far, and I'll see you in the next part of a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire. So, until then, as always, take it away. I'm at the